bringing the drama, and I love it. I'm here for it. This is one of my favorite. I've always loved a good chunky scarf around the neck or a very long scarf to wrap to create a framing of the face. I think it's dramatic, and I'm here for the drama of it all. Welcome to my channel. My name is ZARA, call me Z. I make videos about fashion and beauty and how to mix the two to represent your personal style. Today, let's get into some fall trends that you may or may not be aware of, or it may be trends that are maybe currently not popular among the masses, like statement belts, stacking belts, unique belts, and some oversized coziness. Elevated comfort is trending this season, hence the progression towards the oversized baggy look that we really saw in the 90s and has come back to visit us. This is part 2 of my fall trends report. The earlier report is up on my channel. Take a look at that to get some ideas to see where fashion is going this season. Now let's get into part 2 of my fall trend report, and we are starting with my absolute favorite. Handbags. Yes, you may have seen this all over TikTok. This bag accessorizing, bag charm, indulgence. Normally you may see someone with just a scarf simply draped around the handle of the bag, or actually wrapping the handle, but people are taking it much further and pushing the envelope to this throwback from the 90s. I remember doing this with my backpacks. I remember in school adding keychains to my backpack and actual physical keys, if you're old enough to remember that, to my backpack. And also we would hang like our school badge on our backpacks and different little pins that you can decorate the backpack that you may normally see like on a Letterman's jacket, or like if you were in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, those little pins, like the military pins. They weren't military pins, but you know, they were affixed in that manner on the backpack. We love to accessorize and just adorn our bags with things back then, and this trend has come back to us. The jingle jangle of the cool girl is back. That was the actual sound effect of the cool girl. If you heard her jingle jangle coming down the hallways and you see all of the adornments hanging off, we would use these old plastic strands and weave them together to make little tassels to hang off of our bags. I mean, we did the most. This trend is a great way to just be you and be creative. You can make it your own. I don't really see this hanging around too long. It kind of comes off gypsy-ish. It really plays up the boho chic vibe, which is trending this season as well. An alternative would be to use some of your fashion jewelry pieces and affix them onto your bag. You can use bracelets and chokers, add them to your bag, thin strips of satin fabric. You can go to the fabric store and get those like remainder pieces of something with a really nice pattern on it, and use that as a scarf instead of actually buying scarves to wrap or tie onto the handles of your bag. So if you just really don't want to invest in this, but you do want to participate in it, you kind of like it, you want to try it out to see if it's something that you want to do, that's a great way to save, of course. Now, the next trend is texture. I love texture. Feathers, faux fur, a deep ribbing in a sweater, a suede, a velvet. I love to include the touch sense in fashion. I think it's a wonderful idea to go beyond just the normal suede and velvet that we see trend every fall. So faux fur and a deep ribbing and knits is something that you're gonna see carry all the way through winter 2025, because these are really already prominent in the stores, so there'll be more to come. What I love most about texture is that it's something that adds movement and dimension to your outfits, just making them more dynamic. It's another way to be creative with expressing your own style. And I really love it when people look like individuals and not so, cookie cutter. And you can match up fur and suede to kind of create a yin and yang balance with the contrast of volume. Investing in good suede pieces, as a side note, is a great way, by the way, to really look luxe and put together. There are so many items that come in suede, a good boot, a nice jacket. You can really inject sophistication into your outfits just by adding a good quality suede bag or pant. I mean, it is endless possibilities. So utilize suede if you really just want an easy way to kind of step it up a bit. Moving on to oversized clothing. This is also from the 90s. Are we really going back? I mean, a lot of these trends are straight out of the 90s, and I'm not mad at it. Now, the baggy look can be a bit tricky. Now, it could swallow you up if you do not pick out pieces that actually create a silhouette. The best way is just to pair up an oversized piece with a more relaxed or fitted piece of clothing, so you can have that balance. This trend is huge. It's based on comfort or elevated comfort. The exaggerated blazers that went down the runways and the exaggerated really oversized bags, big bags are back. Oversized clothing really takes the elevated coziness and makes it more modern and gives a really cool laid-back vibe. You may want to play around with like thrifted pieces to really master this if you really want to dive into this trend. The best way, as I said, would be to pair an oversized piece with a more relaxed fitted cut item, because you don't want to look like a child playing in those clothes. It's not flattering. That defeats the purpose of wearing your fashions. You want to stay away of looking frumpy. So you can play around with the silhouette by adding a belt or chain to kind of create a shape within your oversized clothing. And that brings us to our next trend, which is the belts. This season, belts are getting a huge spotlight. You see belt stacking, you see unique belts, you're seeing belts being built into pieces. I know at one point we saw the double waistline really take off in clothing that were built in that way. We also saw some gimmicky things where the waistband of like a boxer was sewn into like jeans or something, so create that double waistline look. And we are also seeing belts being worn in a 90s style kind of way, where the end of the belt is left hanging along the side of the leg. This is easily achieved by sizing up 2 sizes in your belts. And using belts in all of these ways really is an effortless way to make something look more chic and pulled together. The last fall trend that really is one of the top ones this season and has come back with a vengeance is the cowl neck or wrap neck clothing. You see scarves built into sweaters and tops and jackets, bringing the drama. And I love it. I'm here for it. This is one of my favorite. I've always loved a good chunky scarf around the neck or a very long scarf to wrap to create a framing of the face. I think it's dramatic, and I'm here for the drama of it all. And I'm really glad that the fashion world is really showcasing this clothing element. It really enforces cozy elegance. And of course, this design detail works great under a trench layered under a oversized blazer. That way you incorporate 2 different trends in one. Once again, we can use trends to express our own personal look and aesthetic, which is the goal here. So those are our fall fashion trends. You can use those to really make those outfits come together this fall and carry on to the fall winter season. Happy shopping. Be mindful of items you already have in your closet so that you don't overspend. Drop a comment below and let me know which trend has already caught your eye. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Just